Hi guys, welcome to today's episode. Right, um, I want to talk about another thing as it relates to love. But I want to check. I'm just sorry. Just give me a second. I'm trying to check my phone for some topics I want to talk about. This thing, I'm not coming to teach you about love. I don't know anything about love and relationship issues. How to handle this. I don't know that one. I don't know. Me, they talk about the facts. You understand? I know they talk about do this if you want your husband to love, if you want your wife to cherish. That one does not concern me. Anything you want to do with that one, anything people want to do that you know how to do. I'm talking about things that relate to basic human nature. Mhm. See, hey. All right, let me talk about online dating in Nigeria, right? Online love, people that do online love. Oh, do you know what? Let me leave that online love for another day. Let me talk about feminism right now and its impact on love on Nigeria. So, feminism, Biko, what is feminism, Seth? The way social media has taken feminism to be, come in, the way this, I don't want the light to be showing. Just let me adjust this camera more. Okay, good. Okay, the way social media has taken feminism to be is that anything that has to do with women saying they cannot take this or basic humanity, saying, no, this is wrong, I don't think I should be treated this way. People are like, feminist, feminist this, feminist that. And it's crazy, right? Because these same people want to be treated well in your workplace. Like, you work at your workplace and maybe somebody kind of superior to you is treating you anyhow. They're coming to rant and bant. I don't like it. That is the same way if it's humanity. Feminism is humanity. Like, feminism is humanity. But in this topic of feminism, there are some things that I really want to open people's eye to. That in the feminist struggle and also in the misogyny struggle, you cannot get it all. First of all, feminism is about empowering women. From my own point of view, if this is what feminism is about, empowering women to be able to break free from the things that kept them back. And breaking free from what kept you back means that you are going to have the resources to stand, right? For instance, with the story we hear about back in the day about the fact that some women cannot do this, they are trapped, they are this, they are blah, blah, blah. But then they'll say that men provided everything, blah, 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 blah. That was the dynamics. Men didn't like the fact that they had to work their head off before they will marry or before they were able to get this. Nobody really liked that, right? At the same time, women didn't also like the fact that they did not have the opportunity to go out there and work, because at the end, it ends up being that it's who brings the money that gets the respect. My other podcast was about money, right? It's who brings the money, like the value, the full value that gets the respect. Women get the respect because they bring in the child, so that whole respect in that area comes, But feminism is humanity. I kid you not. I don't want to use anybody. I don't want anybody to use me either. But don't come and tell me that I was born to suffer or I was born to be below you. Who are you for me to be born to be below you? Put both of us in a class and tell us to perform based on who does it well. We would all perform on a natural basis. The person that is going to win is the person that is better off. So don't tell me, don't all this thing of trying to tell people things and trying to purposely use religion to subdue someone. That's why there's some kind of religion I'm like, I like the moral teaching of this. I like the moral teaching, but there are some areas that I'm like, no, this is wrong. And the funniest part is there's always men that are always upholding this whole church thing. You're carrying, dragging someone to church every day because sometimes when you go to church, the pastor is preaching, the man is the head of the this. That's why you're rushing to church. You want to uphold. I'm not going. I'm not upholding that shit with you. You understand that? I'm not upholding it with you. I will drag you to another church where they are saying that everybody is equal. If you want us to do church. Hmm? And the literal interpretation of those things kind of bring a lot of friction. You see two people behaving very well when they are dating, in love, respecting each other, loving each other on a natural basis, because that's how humans are. That's how humans act. Then when they marry, one person is wanting to use one culture to subdue another person wants to use another culture to subdue another person. When did that one start? Because so in feminism, let me tell you what feminism was about. Feminism was about creating that level ground. In feminism, if as a woman you were not working, because of that you felt like your husband was working and he was bringing in the money, and because of you want to work and get the money too, you have to step up. It was not going to be an easy task. You were only just going to be having the money. You were going to work, go out there, pass through this traffic, put your life in danger to get that money. You weren't just going to have it easy. No. So I see some women clam and be like, hey, Mo, this thing is tiring, because it is actually tiring. So when you do all that and you get that money and you have gotten that leverage you say you wanted, you have to now come to realize that you cannot get it all, because you're going to be the one to break down. As you're going to get that money, you have to really give birth to 10 children that you cannot be at home with. How are you going to balance your career and your children? You cannot now. Because you break down. You say that's why you say a lot of women, they'll do this, they'll be looking old. If you look old, finish, your husband will go out and look for someone that looks younger. So in the struggle, you have to know what you're going to give and take. The same way as a feminist woman, if you are looking for a man, let him have some kind of things. Feminist woman, you're a feminist woman, but you want to marry someone that has already made it fully and brought out everything for you, and you want to come and struggle with him. It's not possible now. I don't know how you guys do it, but in my own common sense, it's not possible. You have to look for a man that is also hardworking and also kind of used to domestic things too, and also does not have any issue with like cooking his food at night if you come back from work. Because how will you, as a woman, you go out, you work, you come back and cook for someone that is at home? Is that how it's done? You don't know what you are choosing. If you are choosing, if you cannot know what you are choosing, you better be ready to fight the fight that comes with it. So after you work finish, you go out here, just say you bring money to take care of the family, of which before it was a man that will provide everything. Bring money to take care of the family, then the man will be at home cross leg. You come back, you take care of the children, you come back, you cook for him. Did you give birth to a grown up baby boy? So you should know what you are choosing. Is this still recording? Because okay, yes, it's recording. You should know what you are choosing, because the game was not favoring you from the start. You should put that at the back of your mind. The game, how it was played, was never favoring you. So you should choose well. So if you're a woman that you're empowered, already, you should know what you're choosing. Whether you're choosing your equal that people can build together, because man, they'll sit tell you that if you're a Christian, they'll sit tell you man is the this. Let me also, even as Muslim women, no matter the kind of man you marry, whether you marry the poorest of the poor, you marry the richest, the man go sit tell you say my culture say I can marry more than one wife. Put it at the back of your head. There's no don't act stupid though. Sorry, YouTube, but because censor this that I said. Don't lose your guard. I'm just trying to say some kind of things. I'm very, very quiet. If you look at my countenance, if you look at my pictures, my pictures look like a very like gentle girl. Oh, this girl is so gentle. I can ride her. But definitely, if you look deeper, you're going to know that this girl looks outwardly gentle, but you shouldn't go close, because if you try rubbish, she's going to attack. That's why she's gentle, because she doesn't want to look for your trouble. This feminist talk, we're going to talk about it more, but I'm just telling you that even the women that do all the good traditional things, they're the ones that suffer more in relationship. They suffer. I really see a lot of young girls before they marry. I'm so happy for them. When they marry, I'm like, God, I really wish you well. As in, I'm like, God, I wish you well. Because I see a girl before she married, she's bubbling. When she married, obido tower, different things, different stress. I'm like, God, is it not better for you to just be single? But singleness in when it takes guts, but I pray that God give people guts. Like even men too. Most time I see a guy flourishing and I'm like, better marry who you love, sha. Because I'm like, this one, if you go and do anyhow and marry someone that does not suit you, you go still do anyhow, you go still come outside. And it's crazy, right? Yeah, it is. But my major interest is the women. That's my major interest. The women. I don't have much to say again in this podcast though. Now this is just me pointing out my mind, because anytime I want to do this podcast, I used to just wait, let my baby just sleep. Because if my baby is awake like this, you'll be hearing bangs on the door, or you'll be hearing yeah, she's trying to come into my podcast. So you see, it's not easy. It's not easy. Me as a girl, too, I have things I want to do in my life. But as a mom, you have to try to balance it. So that's what my next this is going to talk about. So let's just talk about life and the love and balancing this love, motherhood, everything. Balancing life in general as a human being. You cannot have it all. But me, I cannot. If I was single now, if I want to record stuff, I wouldn't really think about. If I was not a mom, I wouldn't even think about, let my baby sleep first before I record. But now, any small time I have, she's sleeping. I've come to record. I'm even supposed to be sleeping, because if she wakes up, I cannot sleep all through again. But I'm like, this podcast I want to do is important. My listeners, of which I don't even have any shishi listeners, my own listeners in my brain are waiting for me to release. So I'm like, get me quite how, things like that. Mana Dalurine, thank you very much for joining this, and I hope that the little I've said makes sense. So if it doesn't make sense to you, whoa, fine, do you always this life we're free, we're free like a bird. The way we are free, you don't even understand it, man. This is me just trying my bit, and I hope that as I consistently do this, it gets to a point where it begins to make sense. Okay? Dalu, 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 Rine. Bye.